sub-base?
I think we'd call it like friendly-ish banter. Like, I think it's both in good fun for both of the guys. Or Scrap takes it incredibly seriously and he's coming for blood. We're going to find out on sub-base. And I also just want to preface this. I'm scared of Kleenex. Not in real life. Super nice guy. Tobias Janssen is a wonderful human being. In game, he's a demon. And I have very high expectations for him here.
Yeah, well, a lot of players have been talking, or fans as well, talking about all the best sub player in the game. We got the Hydras, we got our Simps, we got our, you know, Shotzzies and all that, and our Preds. Don't forget about your boy Kleenex. He's already dead.
Off the map, there you go. Perfect start for Heretics. That is the player in my mind you want to take down. But of course, next in line is also Rookie of the Year, potential MVP candidate. Scrap will be doing good work as well.
We'll get to see Toronoto Ultra do this again. And Alley were right on the desk in that Ultra extraordinarily strong here on sub base. But so far, the Carolina Royal Ravens making them sweat, making them work for it. I'm so tongue-tied. Tilty, get out of it. I can't. I'm having so much fun on this map. Yay! Tilty, enough of you. We're definitely getting sued.
There's so much going on. I mean, Squirrel's out and about and around the hill as well. It's going to be a 3 down in favor of the Ultra and a decent little spread across the map. You see a couple players lingering and now fully committing towards that rotation over towards P2. So you have a grand total of 5 seconds that just got captured on P1. What a start to sub base.
Yeah, sub base so far. Interesting indeed. While the stats don't lie, and by the end of the season, we touch upon this all the time, between the engagements, between the mania of the spawns, it's going to be a fun one indeed. Over to P2, garage bays up, insights in the back line. This naughty little office space can be very, very fun to play from, but Gwyn and Godorex are having none of that shenanigans. They've been taken care of. Who gets to 10 seconds first?
I'm terrified of Caster cursing people as well. Kleenex, I am terribly sorry. He started off 1 and 5. Carolina, good rotation. I don't want to call it a break because it's still just a mix fest over towards new. It is literally just a trade fest back and forth. Players spawning behind each other. Gwyn just spawns up and has 2 players to shoot directly in the back. But finally, a clean-ish 4 down. A bit of stabilization for Carolina, but also a minute and 15 has already been shaved off the game clock. We're 2 hills in.
Keep an eye on that game clock, friends. We've been teasing it in the last few weeks of play, but today might be the day. Over to Real, playing from the Toronoto Ultra headquarters. Thanks to those guys for helping him out. He's not quite made it stateside yet, but he's close enough. Envoy, even closer. There with that MCW. Mid-map's going to be a little bit of a problem now for Gwyn. As we go over towards the dry dock, that open sub, and it's lots of kills there from Toronoto Ultra, space for them to work with.
And this is going to be the best hill time either team has gotten all game by the looks of it. Toronto actually pushed up the map at least a decent bit. In Real, no real open avenues of attack. He's tagged up in 1 shot. Maybe a nice little dance through mid, but ends up getting caught. More kills go the way of Ultra. And again, we're only 3 hills in. They just now cracked 30 points. This might literally be the sub-base special.
Fantastic work for the Scranton Squirrels here on sub-base. Envoy. Whoa!
Yeah.
Okay, Clayster. Not quite sure how that one worked out. I'm sure Envoy was also surprised. New hard points up into this dangerous little tunnel. Trophy systems, get them ready, boys. You'll need them. Here comes stuns and nades.
Big wins too. No trophy out just yet. So those nades, oh, there's the trophy just in the nick of time. Shout out to whichever AR player. I think Godorex might have been the guy to get that downs. And you see, as soon as he gets it down, dips back to watch the flank. Everybody else just needs irons up, guns forward. Kleenex leading the charge. He gets chopped down. And Toronto, this is just a straight up flood through the front. Never going to have a good time.
We're going to headbutt this one. Nades are there. Here come the kills. Close range fight. Nice work out of Clay Real. Find the 2 kills. Clay still alive at the back for a brief moment. Scrap takes it clean off. That's a break from Ultra, and that's time they sorely want. 30 seconds left to go here.
It's never fun. You get left some war wounds as you try to make it happen, but they end up coming away unscathed, at least those final 2 players. And once you get past the trophy, it makes it just a little bit easier. So somewhat of a back and forth game, but Ultra, for the most part, in full control, and the scrap time is going to be fantastic as well.
The scrap time indeed. Rotation, though, to the bottom side of the map over towards the open tank. Or is that BTR? It might be. I'll get that right one day. Insight's going to be the man in there. Toronoto Ultra so far started to walk away with this lead. Kills department from nearly everyone, still very, very solid. So it is as expected in the stats department. Nice 2-piece there at Gwyn, trying to keep Kleenex away. He's staying alive. Tobias Janssen from upstairs. He's got a lot of signatures across his gun. All of the players in that lobby. God bless him. Everything carried over into MW3.
Able to swing the player outside of the hill as well, setting up the kill for his teammates, getting rid of the trophy, and now it is all guns forward for the Ultra players, but players descending from the heavens above. Carolina in that beautiful blue, by the way, making things mixy. Got a couple players behind enemy lines, but it really just has been a game of like just incredibly either contested or non-existent time. Again, more than 2 minutes already off the game clock. Neither team yet to 100 points. Ultra still with the lead, but a very long way to go.
Long way to go indeed. Trophy still getting their fair share of work done in these hard points. It's the name of the game on sub base. Back to P1 we go, and after a full set chance, just under 3 minutes on the game clock, and about a 30-point game.
Yeah, and we had, what, 5 like total seconds that were captured on P1 the last go around, so we'll see if either team can sort of make up for it. That is all 4 down in favor of Ultra. Envoy will be giving his best attempt at staying alive inside the hill, and they have a trophy and insight for some cover as well, and maybe more importantly, Carolina, somewhat a deep spawn to go through mid, you get chopped down from top 3, push through the left. Ultra completely set up around the point.
Or Tilty, you're going to love this. What's that, Miles? Because we're now going for a listen in with Toronoto Ultra.
Good shot, Jimmy.
In top glass.
P5, 1 shot.
Okay. Look at my cross feet too.
Time.
Yeah, front time. One
Low
already
glass, I think.
He's hit him too.
Yeah, one hit
Low glass, top glass.
I have your health then.
Glass absolute.
Last dead.
2 on P2.
P5.
From P5, one already.
One behind the P5.
Look at my low glass
From
right
P5.
I'll help you.
I'm behind P5.
I'll get left, okay?
He's still from P5.
Left, hit your ramp. Hit your ramp. Cavern maybe.
P5, dead.
One more.
I'm gonna help you. I'm gonna help you. Right?
Looking for one.
Missy one.
Last guy crossed, I'm pretty sure. Go in.
I hear you. I'm just staying
Second
P5.
there, second there.
Yep. Try and check new. I'll help Jamie on the. It's gonna be new.
gonna need-
Go in.
P1, dead. Nice.
Yeah, he's in new. Loading.
Slide forward.
Yeah, one,
One,
one shot.
4 steps, Joe. 4 steps. Slide forward.
Yeah, P5 now. Fuck. P5, he's on P5 tank.
Good ramp. He hasn't crossed yet, P2.
One on time. Nothing loading.
P2.
We got time. He's shouting out like low left. Like by office.
No, left, right.
No, and one behind me. Crane.
Oh, good.
Side door maybe?
Inside right now.
Was like doubles some absolute.
Lay down, dead.
Dead. One more. Loading. Dead. I'm
Nice.
right here.
He's absolute cat.
I can't.
Yo,
I think-
there's me 2 cat, I'm pretty sure.
I think he fell.
He could have.
Yeah,
I
dead
have
anytime.
it, Jimmy. I have it.
I gave side plat, right?
Yo, call south.
Top cat.
Yeah, I just hit it.
Top.
Top in the time. Low left.
There's time still.
Already close.
Close weak and one's loading. He's in the office now.
That's the challenge. One shot, win. You can challenge.
Eight.
Stun and nade.
Stun and
There's
nade.
two low. Nice, good shit.
One low, one
Got
low.
one.
Back left too. Got RX.
Back left.
He's
Okay.
plat right now.
Spawn the low.
Down
Weird.
side.
Oh, he's on time. I thought that was.
Quite frankly, perfect communication, as always, from Toronoto Ultra.
Yeah, it really does sort of highlight like the best moment I think is like they're counting players. They got the 3 dead. They knew where everybody was. Couldn't find Gwyn, and just very established on the communication front. He's got to be a new. Got to look for this guy. And credit to Gwyn, actually made a very nice play. Picked up a few kills and sort of broke down the setup of Ultra. So good comms are one thing, good plays are another. And inside this time, it is trades back and forth and beams from insight. Ultra have at least cleared the time, but as is typical on sub base, and so much so for this game. Uncontested time from both teams. The game clock still ticking.
Oh my god, we're talking about the sub prowess of CleanX, but it's the AR he's putting to work here. Snap!
Yep.
Straight on Real. See you, mate. You probably heard the dead from the other room.
I mean, that is the type of gunfight CleanX so privy to winning. And Ultra right now just maybe not desperate, but very eager to get these final 20 seconds. Clayster wants to rip him off it, though, and that is the type of gunfight that buys 12 seconds for your team. And now we go back towards the hill where Carolina get a couple extra kills. Real picks up the 2-piece, maybe make it 3 in the back, and earns a UAV that he should not use. But Carolina, again, set up on this hill first, but they do not have it secured just yet.
Yeah, once again, Carolina, the first team into this point. GodRx wins the fight. 22 kills to his name with Real trying to provide that coverage. Don't let them get too close. Don't let them get their line of sight to even get nades in there. Placer on the outside now. It's a good hold so far from the Carolina Royal Ravens. They get broken last minute there as Ultra now dive on in chance.
Yeah, that was tough. They were just never able to get a back spawn to come through, so the pressure that Ultra put to go on the full flank pays off long term. So that is just a wonderful moment where Carolina had an opportunity but simply could not get it done. They really want these final few seconds, though, and it looks like Clay might be able to buy it for him, or maybe just strip away a few extra seconds. Again, those back spawns, you are so quick to flood back into the point. And Ultra, again, the kills column, not crazy. Basically even across the board for all 4 players of Toronto, and they've turned that into a 70-point lead.
My goodness. Still climbing on board with Clay. James Eubanks been around the block more times than most in the league. Any hold on to this side of the map? Not for much longer. Hard points up, though. His boys are in there. Here comes the 2-pronged assault now from Toronoto Ultra, mid-map and through the warehouse. Real, the man soaking time. Spawners close there for Carolina. How long can they hold?
I mean, they're just setting up the pinch too, right? That is every single, like, sort of a lane possibly being covered by Ultra. They're trying to group it and time it together, but the pressure's on. Real, though, making moves. The damage is clean, but so is CleanX from up top. Gets him out of the hill, but it is still just a scrap fest around the point. Insight puts that nail in the coffin, gets the two-piece, and delivers Ultra the time.
Yeah, Real buys time, but not quite enough for the reinforcements to get in place. That's going to be a break. Ultra now soaking it away. Looking to cross over 200 points. That's going to happen very soon. And with that, Real trying to make the break. Can they get there forward? Try to contest some of this time. Get them out of it at the very least. They do for a second. Back to P1 we go. Third go around here with just over a minute to play.
And that's the thing, like Ultra have such a big lead, they can win this game in two different ways. If like the time works out for P1, you can just strip it away. Like you're just gonna have options for Ultra. So Carolina, this is very much back against the wall sort of moment in the game. They get picked apart in around the hill. It's actually the nades coming through. And more uncontested time. Again, everything right now is just ticking down.
It's looking up. Ultra nice shots in a scrap. Not enough to get the kill. Real trying to pick up the player that took care of Clay. Trades are not there. Envoy wins it. Big moment now for Ultra. More time to be had. Gwyn dives in. Another play from the young rookie. Scrap from up top. Spree indeed. He's on a 5. Scrappy takes a crappy on a Ravens.
Yeah, maybe good news for Carolina. Well, not even great news. 2 players spawn out over towards New, but 2 players spawn at Old, and those are just what fodder right now for Scrap. That's the 6 spree. Accrues if he needs it, which almost certainly he is not going to. The spree continues. 30 bomb already acquired, and his team mostly set up towards New. It is a single player for Carolina that is near that P2 hill. Joedecieves is going to have to pull off some absolute heroics.
That's a tough one from Real. Sliding forward. Lovely work from Insight, though. The kills keep flowing his way. Garage base wide open. That side of the map now. An open funnel for Carolina Royal Ravens to make their way in there. CleanX can't get any more at this life. Scrambling to stay alive. Oh no, Clay doesn't look in the right direction. He's doing everything he can. Pistol still in hand. Real gets the break. Anyone there? Yes, Insight. It's a duel. 15 seconds on the game clock. Ultra, they've got to get them out of it. They're going to try to keep the Ravens at bay. It's happening right here, right now.
It's just, again, 10 seconds. That's going to be it. Ultra, they can win it one of 2 ways. Just get them off the time. The nades coming through. The flanks are in as well. Carolina trying to manage the chaos, but you have to stay on this point. They're managing to do it for the moment. Finally, Ultra actually get inside an Envoy. Maybe just scooch off of it. Don't need to be here. You can win in 8 seconds.
Oh, he knows the Ravens are close. Dived off. Clock's ticking. Kills
there
are
you
there.
go.
That's game. The first of what will probably be many. The game clock decides the fate. And right now, it is Toronoto Ultra who take map number 1. And they may not be that emphatic in the display of victory, but certainly in the scoreline and certainly in the stats.
Yeah, sub-base is a stressful map. There is so much to keep track of at all times for all of these players on the map. And I gotta say, in the slaying category, well, Scrap and CleanX really started to tear it up towards the end, but for the better part of the game, Carolina was either keeping up in the slaying category or outperforming Ultra with kills, just not actually getting any conversion on the time. I think it was the P4, like the box hill, where Ultra were just able to break it on 2 separate occasions. Carolina struggling to get those back spawns the second time around. So the slaying on point for Carolina, but an 80-point deficit. Gotta go back to the drawing boards, figure out where things went wrong.
Oh yeah, funky stats as well. As we look at the highlights, we'll mull over those a bit later on, but a very, very close finish in calling the game clock. It could have gone either way, and we've seen this happen a few times when the chips are certainly down and it really is the end of the game, and your team has to play wink wink perfect hard point, as we have said for years and years and years now. We have seen teams do it, Charles. We've seen some teams pull incredible comebacks. Boston just the other day, one of the most preposterous scenes we nearly saw. There's nothing to say the Carolina Royal Ravens couldn't do it. On a map like Sub-8, maybe not, but never ever count anyone out here in the league. It's a crazy time indeed in MW3.
That truly is never over till it's over. And I think even like Joedecieves, we called him out as like making the play over towards P2. I think he actually went on like a 4 spree in that area, like doing a very nice job of staying alive. But your odds really do just go down dramatically once the game clock kicks in, because you know, a 40-point deficit, you could just double it. It feels like an 80, the way you have to fly at the hard points and how much more aggressive you actually need to be. So a deficit like that can just be absolutely punishing, just like Toronoto Ultra can. I might have caster cursed CleanX a little bit at the start, but I think he finished with the most kills in the lobby. So again, scary threat, just not when you bring it up immediately.
Yeah, not a terrible situation to be in though for Ultra. You may have cursed CleanX, but you did not curse the roster. Once again, perfect communication out of Toronto as is expected. It's one of the hallmarks of the team ever since Cold War back in 2021. They have not stopped chatting that good-ish. Over to Skid Row now for search and destroy chance, and I would imagine that fine, clean communication will pay them dividends on a map with this many corners, tight angles, places to hide, and things to jump over.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, we saw New York Subliners play on this map earlier, and a really big theme for them was ARs that are sort of out of the play, but doing a really good job of getting information. It's Skyz from apartments looking through the fire windows to call up for his teammates when people are crossing or playing on the God steps, looking down the long lanes. Like, New York showed an incredible amount of coordination. Toronoto Ultra is very much a team. I expect to have that like same type of chemistry. Maybe their default setups are going to be a little bit different, but the ideas that they're going to bring to the map, I'm expecting to be just, excellent, top class.
Top class. Well, speaking of top class, we've got two players we're going to be keeping an eye on here on Skid Row. It's going to be Gwyn versus Envoy. Of course, Envoy on the right-hand side. He's your current reigning world champion. Well, not reigning, excuse me, but from the LA Thieves. 2 years ago now? Feels like just yesterday. But this is the way these two match up in S&D. Pretty solid chance. I mean, it's the round win at the bottom, though. That's the massive difference maker. We've seen Gwyn make brilliant plays. Coming into this, the highlight reel, we saw them playing that invasion search and destroy. Gwyn with a big ace to help his team win this one. Let's see if they can bring the same sort of magic and energy here against Ultra.
Yes, and it was the opening duel win percentage at the bottom was the big difference maker. Envoy's been 50-50 if he's the first one involved winning the gunfight, but we saw like the monster energy keys at the top. Gwyn specifically and the SMGs for Carolina have struggled with the first bloods. That's why you saw his 28% rate. I think it is a 6 and 15 on the first blood battles for Gwyn in Real. So first bloods have been a bit of a struggle point for Carolina. And on a map like Skid Row, they can absolutely go a long way. So we'll see what these guys have cooked up, and I think taking down Envoy might be near the top of the list.
Hey, good luck. Over to Skidders. No, over to Skidders we go. You know the rules with Envoy. If you don't see or hear from him in 3 seconds, he's most likely behind you. And if you say his name 3 times, he'll appear. Probably on the flank as well, but there we go. Into search and destroy we now roll. Boys and girls, for those who are just joining us, it's first to 6. Let's get it.
I think he appears if you're lucky, but round 1 strat's always going to be a tad bit unique. No trophies out and bound, waiting for the wall bangs to come through, and they're just moving straight forward. Envoy and CleanX flying together, but there's the first blood Gwyn is going to need. You at least get traded, so even odds, and that is actually bombed down. Toronto need to go back and collect it.
Real's got to watch out. He's in a very tough spot here. He's isolated the window, safe from behind, but he knows that CleanX is in here. He's in here with you. Will we find it? That's damage, but no kill. Oh, goodness. And now you've let him live. There's a crossfire as Scrap takes care of Real while aiming for Clayster. So much damage dealt. And that's the cleanup kill from CleanX. Wow. Magnificent teamwork in the opening round from Toronoto Ultra.
Yeah, shout out Scrap. I know like Drazah is a player that comes up a lot when we talk about grinding, but Scrap I think is in the exact same boat. I see him playing S&D8s in the BPL lobbies and the hard points. Every single night seems like Scrap is getting involved, and he ripped GodRx off the B bomb site or top apartments in the middle of that round, I think from the tunnel, and also that long range gunfight he had against Clay gets delivered a freebie. So Scrap, right place, right time. First round Ultra.
Phoenix. Absolutely brilliant work from
Beautiful.
Tobias Yule Jonsson. Good luck, have fun, GodRx. This nade might actually work out. Run, boys! No damage, but you got him off that position for now. Gotta go recover the bomb as well, mate. Gosh, what a tough spot to be in. Can GodRx do anything? The stun is out. It lands, but it doesn't matter. What a round out of Ultra.
I mean, look, I said the strats are going to be excellent, top class, and you saw exactly how that played out. It was a triple challenge on the alley. It bought everyone's attention on Carolina. CleanX kicks that bad boy open, picks up the 2 kills, and GodRx just a little bit too late on the trade. I mean, that is just a strat, like, down to perfection. I don't know if Carolina are going to let that one go through again, but for Ultra, no reason to do it a second time.
Yeah, look, if it ain't broke, mate. Envoy, first blood. On board with CleanX, who's looking exceptionally strong so far in MW3, and with good reason. There's his first. Stun's going to land. I think it might hit a teammate. Oh, CleanX keeps you guessing every step of the way. Gwyn has abandoned the apartments, but CleanX is on the prowl. Wow. Oh, an insight at close range with the MCW. Another lightning fast round out of Toronto.
This is maybe a speed run, any percent finish sort of deal, like a glitchless run possibly. But yeah, just aggressive rounds. Ultra, a play call coming through every single time. Not only did they get the first blood, which again, Carolina on the SMG front have struggled to get those bloods. CleanX also just runs straight through for free and shoots a player in the back. Like they are playing full speed, all the aggression they want. Ultra seemingly can do no wrong.
Perfect timing. Unfortunate situation with the door stun there, but Envoy's in a lovely spot to catch both of these players out. It's Real with the bomb up top there by the camera. No one's going to make the move just yet. Just slowed things right down. Just over a minute to go here in the round, and oh, Gwyn. Can he win the gunfight? Not enough. Here's the trades. Man advantage that goes to the Ravens. Ooh, for how long?
Hey, you'll take the trades though, and no one else falling through. You actually do have Scrap in the back. They're trying to double them up, and the stun is going to connect a little bit too slow. Perfect tack usage. CleanX though might get sent in for the kill. The slide though, enough to drag his aim away. The difference a slide can make at a moment like that. No pop-off play there from CleanX. Carolina able to get on the board, and I like to mix up as well. Put someone in the camera spot, leave Gwyn sort of down low, and you at least make sure you are there for the trades. So Ravens down, but certainly not out.
Yeah, more animal analogies here, but you know, the Ravens there, they run the rabbit on that B-bomb site. That one player that pushes forward actually saves the round there, because CleanX, the potential for the damage to be dealt there to two players, huge. CleanX though, speaking of, taking care of this round. We've still got a bomb in hand for Envoy, but we're going to pump the brakes big time. Gwyn has managed to get on the other side of the fence line. That's a big win from him. Huge advantage here for the Ravens.
Oh, perfect spot. Unfortunately, though, yeah, he just kind of abandons his teammates. So GodRx tries to run back to regroup, and Insight gets a freebie. Still have the man advantage, but there it goes. 2 versus 2. Oh. Small mistakes that Gwyn maybe is going to bail you out for. 2v1, all up to Envoy.
Oh no, there we go. Gwyn keeps the Ravens airborne with that individual win. Clay holding that rear security. No one's going to pick up the pinch there on the pair of you. Ravens bounce back. Was it enough to stop the rampage of Ultra here on Skid Row?
Not sure. Real, by the way, another UAV he's earned, so he's great at getting those. Really hope he doesn't call it in, but just leaving it on the board at all is a little bit terrifying.
I know, he's a professional. He's a professional. Be doing more than missing a warm-up, I think, if he does call in a UAV. CleanX first blood once again takes care of Real. UAV out of the question.
Wow, he just like tried to full send up in the window too. I don't think anybody was there looking over him, and now Clayster is absolutely free in that spot. CleanX 8-3, having a grand old time. A 2 versus 4 for the Carolina players. GodRx and Gwyn. I don't know how much you can actually do. Gwyn trying to make a play, but I mean, Ultra just grouped up together. You leave CleanX on one side of the map on the God steps. He's in a power position. Everybody else is going to be grouped up together for potential trades. Not easy to break down.
Yeah, such a difficult 2v4. GodRx somehow winning that fight. Scrap's heavily tagged as well. So now, there it was. The opportunity to level things up. Now Gwyn finds himself in a very tough spot indeed. A technical 1v3 for the rookie.
Well, does have the bomb and too many corners to check. And look at that setup anyway. Yeah, Scrap had the coverage just in case. Ultra got the man advantage, and again, just a cakewalk. That was a freebie first blood on Real trying to jump up in the window, and then Clayster trying to reposition going back. CleanX will take freebie number 2. Seems like Ultra, when they just jump on these rounds, it is just almost like instantaneous for these guys to get the advantage.
Oh, for sure. That DVD shop is also a tremendously important artery through this map, and Ultra had a man in one of those corners in nearly every single round. If ever in doubt, check a corner in there, you'll probably find a purple-clad player. CleanX, first blood again.
Oh, that is so annoying. The Rival 9, just beams.
God.
Just beams.
They're running him over, Gwyn. Good luck, have fun. And what an ace that could have been. No hope in hell. Toronoto Ultra flatten the Ravens.
Yeah. Okay, that's fine. Just a nice little triple hit through tunnel. Just, I mean, CleanX had a little backup as well. I don't know if anybody else got a bullet on GodRx, or if CleanX just, well, he does have the beamer, so that is a tough one. He is.
Boo! Map point Ultra. This is to go 2-0 in the series, and so far, they've shown quite a few looks. Scrap, though, how many can he get in this situation? The answer is none. Good work out of Real. I wonder how many players he maybe saw there, how many red dots he got on his minimap. How much information did he relay? You've got close to the island on the far left-hand side of the minimap as well. So Ravens, they've got options here, and Jamie Craven strips away one.
Oh, I mean, it looked like Carolina was playing for a scam. Like, you know, Clayster's just waiting for someone to like go on the full flank, but instead it's GodRx that just gets picked. And
Oh my God.
Gwen's gonna get picked as well. Ultra, congratulations. This is looking like a nice little 3v4. Yeah, easy for Envoy. Clayster completely out of the picture. Last man standing, and he didn't stand for long. Toronoto Ultra, a cakewalk through map number 2.
Nameless said, keep an eye out for Envoy. Incredibly strong objective player, but there he really was. Just blunt force, smashing his way through the search and destroy there. This Monster Energy matchup, somewhat one-sided after the search and destroy. 2-0. As the Carolina Royal Ravens are staring down the barrel of a 3-0. And my word, Ultra, what a performance that was.
Yeah, I mean, we were making jokes about sort of that like Scrap and Clay like beef sort of thing. There is zero respect, I think, for Scrap for anyone on the other side. There was 3 people sprinting down the tunnel, and they threw a smoke, and Scrap just goes and stands in it and just chows 3 with an AR. Or I don't know who smoke that was, but either way, Scrap playing with all the confidence in the world, and obviously him and his team had a fantastic time.
And, well, the scoreline shows it with good reason. Well, there we are, ladies and gentlemen. 2 maps down. Potentially 1 more to go. Karachi control again. Will we see the Ravens bounce back? Or will Scrap have his way with these boys? Well, chance. This is such a fun series, man. I mean, Clayster, he's done so much in his career. The only thing he hasn't done is get second at champs. We'll find out what happens this year. Plenty of season left to play for, boys and girls. Let you mull on that one. It's a fun one. I stole it from that guy. Don't trust me on that one, guys. But here we go. Time to take a quick commercial break. We've nearly got this series wrapped up. Can the Ravens bounce back? It was far from over for them, but they've got to go big on Karachi control, and that's coming up next.
Upgrade your game with the Scuff, the official controller of the Call of Duty League. Start the season strong with the Call of Duty League pack. Grab yourself the CDL Operator, Weapon Blueprint, and so much more. Check out the Call of Duty store in-game now.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Call of Duty League. Map number 3 is on its way. Get your pack in the store right now. The CDL pack's got some bangers, and I know you've all seen the leaks of the team packs coming out, and they're heat. Absolute fire. Yeah, I can't wait to be running that Carolina Royal Raven Blue. As for the players in this lobby, they're looking to get that Carolina Royal Raven Blue on top to try to prolong the series. Get us to another hard point if we can, lads. Over to Karachi now. Let's see how control goes, Chance.
It'll be an interesting time. I gotta say, the Carolina Blue, maybe it's like the novelty of it being in the mix, but it might be my favorite color we have, like on the kill feed, on the minimap and whatnot. Also, really the only thing I can say positively about Carolina this series, because Ultra have done whatever they wanted, pick them apart on Subbase, pick them apart on Skid Row, and Karachi, I think, is a very dangerous map to deal with. Of course, we do know Carolina capable of pulling off the reverse sweeps. They have iced up before, but Ultra might just be a different beast.
Yeah, control's been the swing round. I mean, not just because it's in the middle of the series, but the nature of the game type. Crazy things happen. Let's see if Ultra can keep this composure together. Immaculate teamwork, smooth comms, and fantastic jawlines. Here we go.
And Ultra sort of playing with their options, right? Envoy taking a deep route to go top reds, really swarming around the map to try to set up these kills. A lot of intel coming through, and Envoy really just there for player number 4. That was the last one they were looking for, and you might find them meeting just death. But in the meantime, you're setting up potential spawn traps. CleanX, this is the last place you want him to be. Goddard's doing a nice job to shut him down.
Yeah, Scrap's going to be here for the trade immediately, but thank God Goddard's won that one. Hello. That's going to be a problem indeed. Scrap schmoovin takes care of Clayster. You know, he had something to say there. The second segment A is long gone, and CleanX doing the best he can to soften up the defenders and keep that zone safe and sound. Here's the capture, and that's 2 minutes and 13 on the game clock.
Yeah, also a very quick chalk up from Carolina trying to wrap back over towards B, and never a good look when you have to literally turtle up in your spawn and worry about the flank. And of course, Ultra, if they're not flanking right now, it is going to be a 4-man hit, basically straight through the front. Pressure on these gunfights.
Well, Scrap can't win it. Clay from the top of the wall. Back alleyway though, Envoy, they line up. This is a big opportunity to get in there. Clay, oh, he's dicing with death, but lovely work from Real. Keeps him alive and keeps the zone safe.
And inside right now, just keeping the intel game on point, but he gets traded. Real taking a nice route to shut these players down. Can't quite take down CleanX, but he did his job certainly so on that life. Meanwhile, Clayster, there you go, the setup. He's got Goddard's to watch his back, but an awkward little moment for the timing for Ultra. Maybe have a moment of breath, more trades coming through, and there you go. They have made it to the point. Good luck trying to break this.
Here comes the stack. Ultra, they know what they're doing. 3 players lined up on the inside of restaurant. That second segment is on its way out. Ravens have got to get forward ASAP. Scrap from behind the bar, serving up more than meals. He's spraying bullets, and here comes the third.
Wow.
That's going to be the round. Mother of God. Ultra, get it done.
And just laughing at him, too. I mean, CleanX almost just elated with how quickly that round fell through. I mean, if you have 1 player on the point, it takes 45 seconds to capture all 3 seconds. If you get 2 players on the point, you cut it in half to 22.5. If you get 3, it just flies. Like at that point, 15 seconds to win the round. And if you have all 4 players spawning in the back like that, it takes 10 just to get back to the hill. So it is a brutal circumstance. Ultra still feeling great.
Ultra feeling great. Time to check in on the other side of the stage. Quick listen in with the Carolina Royal Ravens.
I can't fight that kid. I'm on I can't look grass. I cannot look grass. Don't red.
I think.
Don't red glitch on top of you.
Top on me. Weak. Fuck.
I'm gonna try to get right. I'm gonna try to get right. One could be the red. One could be the red. One elbow and the broken. Okay. No broken. Elbow and the red.
Bottom 10 weak. Broken. Shout out. Can't see him.
Bottom market weak, bro.
I need it right now. What's the market scrap?
Yo, why is top hotel on the balcony? On the balcony, left side.
10, shoot me. I'm gonna go to the
He wants T3. Okay, watch it. Come in. Last kid on your ladder. Yeah, I'm watching him. He's laying down on the ladder. He's still pre-aiming. I got him.
aBeZy CleanX.
Yeah, I'm going red.
Couldn't cut AC again.
I'm getting your red right now. I'm switching red.
I just hard
someone. Top set.
One elbow on me.
Ready? I need top lad. One is right. One bending. Let's grab this. One more vending. One more vending.
Make a clean extended.
I'm watching bottom red.
I'm not going to go again.
3. Yo, one was vending. One could be, yeah, he could be vending. No, Arcitys going for red.
They all gotta be
He's
secret,
going
guys.
to red. He's gonna go to red. Watch him, boy, yeah. I'm playing for that guy.
I think it's the orange on me, bro.
Yeah, I'm going top with you.
One shot.
Come. Can you come to red?
Grab out, boy.
One shot, weak.
He is dead.
I think it's like last two, like, fucking batter side, bro. That's one zone. I just want to go to the scrap inside.
Back secret, inside weak.
Shoot both there, both there.
I'm staying back. Let's all tell the back.
I need secret. I need secret hotel.
I'm naded.
One more inside. Backtrash and secret, Hedy. Backtrash lane down and secret. Backtrash and secret. Secret, backtrash.
Secret, that boy.
Yo, I don't have any get rush. We're missing clean.
I can't tell secret. I can't tell secret.
One shot.
Secret. I can't tell.
I need your secret push. I need your
War there again.
Secret.
I need
Dead.
I can't fly.
Hey, don't know the comms for you. It sounds like they're not having fun, but the round's over.
Oh, good lord. That's an insanely impressive round, too. The comms at the start that we heard, you could hear and feel the frustration. Understandable why. They were literally stuck in the spawn trap blender for like 2 full set of lives that they had, but as soon as they got out, never looked back. That is incredible resolve out of Carolina, and obviously resolve they're going to continue to need to carry forward because it was all that for a round.
If you were just watching that, or listening to that, or rather without any video, you'd think that the Ravens were getting absolutely pummeled.
Well, for a while they were.
I mean, they really were, but like within a blink of an eye, both zones gone. Good stuff out of them. That's going to be all tied up. Real doing what he can to get his player off the zone, pinched from all angles. Them cheeks were not safe up top third. Scrap, though, well and truly safe. Takes care of Clay. One segment down at A.
That is truly an insane angle as well. Scrap but a pixel on Glacier screen, but that is quite literally all he needed. Force spree for Gwyn, by the way, so cruise missiles can potentially be very effective on this map. Of course, the timing around the trophies, never easy, but you certainly want to play for it. Nice shots coming through, but that is Rival 9 v Rival 9. Only doing damage for the moment.
So a lot of Rival. Second Sega A done. Toronto, nice opening bit of work. Just over a minute to go in the round. Lives still very, very plentiful. Still very healthy for both sides. Insight, great work there with the MCW now, allowing Envoy to fly forward. Gwyn can't hold him at bay any longer. Clay trying to clear out this top side of the map. Goddard spots a couple of ankles as they dive across into towards what we call red. Envoy wins it. The B zone is in danger now. They've got 1 second left at A, but Toronto are making the play for B.
Yeah, the pressure's there. I mean, they're getting the kills. Goddard had his spree shut down. You trade Real. I think you get the B zone. Real still alive, but Scrap still beaming as well. Everyone but Real is going to be forced to flood in through the dumpster side or take a route. They've killed the first guy, and just look at how far away Carolina actually is. If you get the more difficult zone first, Ultra are going to be in a great spot, but a couple kills fall. Carolina still could fight this.
Well, none of it yet. Can Goddard get a nade or two in there? No, there's a trophy system helping out. Second segment on the way out of B. It's fast. 2-man stack. One jumps out on... Oh my god, the kills on the outside. It's done. Scrap, stay safe. Stay hidden. Get it done. The contest is there. Beautiful objective play. That's B done.
And they're on it as well. I mean, Envoy's already here with the pressure. One final tick to go through, and you with the sprint just to try to get him up. And look at the coverage they have. You take your foot off the gas for a moment. You lose one extra gunfight over by red, and the B zone just collapses. Again, mistakes like that against a team like this, Ultra are going to take advantage every single time.
Control ends so fast. With a solid hold like that and the right set of kills at the right time, you have so much space to work with here on Karachi, and you're able to capture those points. Toronto Ultra know how to stack a point. Here we go. Match point, Toronto.
That's a child half, holy.
Hell yeah. Yeah, an MCW though, so a little bit more manageable. First segment A complete, 2 mans on it. Envoy though looking to clear a couple of players out. Lovely position to be in. Clay though somehow hears him. Takes care of business. We should see A gone. This is going to give us tons of time and lives to smash over by B.
Yeah, fantastic opening break on the A zone. The slightly easier to want to capture, but you'll take all the extra time in the world. You also have Glacier potentially spawn kills going on the full flank. And he just gets recognized immediately. I don't know who calmed that. I don't know if it was CleanX off spawn. I thought he spawned in a normal spot, but Envoy turns and snaps. So the awareness from Ultra, we talk about their communication, always on point, as well as the stack. You know how you do not want players to run through B? Well, everybody on Ultra there to lock it down.
Everyone on Ultra, they find those kills, they push the front line forward. They get another set of kills, they push the front line forward. They're trying to keep Carolina Royal Ravens deep in their spawn. They don't want to give them an opportunity whatsoever. 2-2 split here on defense. Ravens stacking up through what we call junk. See if they can find a few picks at the very least. There's 2 to work with. 1:30 to go on the clock. Gwyn stays alive. The battle's downstairs, though.
That's the least important 2 to kill, though. The more important guys to kill are going to be scrapped. The guys actually buy red. So Carolina picked up a couple kills, but they haven't bought themselves too much map pressure. An opportunity here, though, for Clay. Scrap just guns him down. And again, look at the mini-map. Everybody from Ultra swarming around the B zone. 2 more players fall, but then again, one of the more important guys stays up, does some extra damage. But Scrap now, last man standing. He's getting tagged up. The pressure's on, and he is challenging.
Oh, he's flying, man. Buying a little bit of time for his boys. Joedecieves has the cross covered. Oh, an unfortunate team nade. That's less than a minute to play now. Is this enough to get forward? CleanX, though. So lethal, so decisive. He's in there. Can't catch out Gwyn, though. Gets the kill by the bus stop. Life count starting to dwindle for the Ravens. 40 seconds remaining on this one, and they are so close. Envoy shuts the door in their face.
Carolina still with pressure, though. Still have bodies up on the map. A couple players make it through red. You got Real that's going to be nearby, roaming through mid. And Clay in the back alley. There you go. That's the 2 you need. Everybody else going to have to flood through the dumpsters.
Clay still alive. Holding them down. Here comes Gwyn with the rival 9 up close. Insights had to be pushed back. They've stacked the point. Less than 30 seconds to go. It's a 4-man stack. They're all inside. It's going to vanish. It's about 11 seconds. Go. You've got to find the kill. Scrapping Insight in 2, but it's not over yet. Here comes.
Oh, how?
He's got him. Gwyn stays alive. Can Gwyn get any more? The hero for the Ravens. No, it's done.
Oh, that should not be possible.
It might not be possible, but somehow the Ravens have fallen now. 20 seconds to go. 8 lives either side.
It's just a blitzkrieg. Now you're just going to have to fly. You don't have any time. You can't even check these corners. Envoy's going to be sent in for the kill, but they spot him. Maybe not quick enough. The trades are coming through. It's a 2v2 around the point, and there you go. Scrap just catches one. Clayster gets caught sprinting, and somehow the 4-man stack not good enough. But you know who was? Toronoto Ultra, hot 3-0. Scrap, letting him know.
We got a new meme, boys and girls. Clip it. Oh, that's going on the Bird or X.com or whatever the hell it is these days immediately. Wow, Toronoto Ultra. That final kill from Scrap was basically the decider. A 4-man stack ruined. The Ravens had it all going for them, but they could not contend against the might of the Squirrels. What a game of Karachi.